Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Old Man Logan issue number 49. So there's only one more issue to go, and it's going to be out on Halloween, and I can't wait till it comes out because I really need to see a conclusion to this. Here's the issue in question, and it's awesome because it's such a great memorandum to the issues that came before. Fantastic, fantastic. I love that there's the bone claws and the adamantium claws. A little bit reversed though, isn't it? Wasn't it the right hand that was oh no. Okay, see, it looks different when I'm looking at it in the camera. So yeah, this is correct. Anyway, dude, this is a weird comic book. I can't say that I enjoyed it too much, but we're going to get into it after we get into who actually made the comic book. So, Old Man Logan, King of Nothing, Part 2. Ed Brisson is the writer. Ibrahim Robertson is the artist. Carlos Lopez is the color artist. VC's Corey Petit is the letterer. Andrea Sorrentino is the cover artist. So, yeah, man. This was, I don't know. A lot of this comic book was just Old Man Logan's dreams of being Old Man Logan. And a lot of the stuff that had happened in the original Old Man Logan story are happening again, but they're a little bit different. And you could tell there's something wrong. Towards the end of the dream, when he's about to wake up, he's talking to Old Man Hawkeye, and all of a sudden Hawkeye's his forehead starts to bleed. He's like, huh, well, that's strange. Well, not really, because you were shot in the head. so like how he died kind of shows that. I was surprised that when his wife and kids came out, I mean, you saw they were dead, and like even the bottles were broken. So it kind of reminded me of the way that Raceland Majoret sees, if you ever read the Dragonlance Chronicles. Margaret Weiss, Tracy Hickman, really amazing books. Dragonlance from TSR, go check them out. So, or was that Wizards of the Coast? Either way. So this kind of reminded me of that, but I'm surprised that they weren't like eaten. See digested pieces of themselves all over. But dude, that alone, that was pretty gory. That was pretty sad. And then we see all the rest of the comic book is really just the state of the people. Wolverine doesn't really do anything. The most we learn is Old Man Logan. The most that we learn is that he's got the Regenex in his backpack. And he's like, oh, I've got another vial. Maybe it's the last one. I don't know. I barely care because, again, nothing happened in this issue. This kid shows up, says, hey, man. And Logan's like, don't call me kid. And Logan says, hey, kid. And he's like, don't call me kid. And it goes back and forth. And towards the end, he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. But then he continues to call him kid at least 2 more times afterwards, right up to the moment that he's shot by his best friend. It's like, oh my God. And you just see, basically it's like the purpose of this issue was to show that the town has genuinely turned against each other because they're just afraid of the Maestro, and they're willing to do anything. Probably even to the point of turning in family members or killing family members even in order to prolong their doomed lives just a little bit longer. I mean, it's really sad, So while this issue did stir up a little emotion in me and whatnot, for the most part, it's like it didn't. I felt like this was stuff that really we'd already seen in the previous issue. So I didn't think that any of this was necessary, this issue. I felt like this issue didn't necessarily need to exist. That we could have just skipped over 49 and went straight to 50. But I'll find that out for sure in issue 50. Either way. Still an interesting enough book to read, but again, I just felt like it didn't actually need to be here. Wow, it's sad to say this is the worst Ed Brisson book that I've ever read. That's not saying a lot, just because I've loved every single book he's ever read. So, with this being neutral, just a bit below neutral, I can understand the shock. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.